Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a Sephora haul. I did do two separate Sephora haul purchases here recently. I did order some stuff online that I had been wanting to pick up, and then I was in Chicago downtown. I happened to walk across the Sephora and I was like, let me take a look and just see what's going on. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Steph. I hope you guys will hit that subscribe button before you head out, and let's just get into it. So we'll start off with my in-store purchase. If you spent $75 or more, they actually gave you a tote. So this one just says resilient, hopeful, and thankful. So first thing I picked up, I was actually quite surprised because I walked in, you know, they make you wear a mask and they sanitize you. But the one in Chicago was so nice. It was the one off Michigan Avenue. They actually had a bunch of things that were 50% off. A bunch of the Norvina stuff was 50% off. So I decided to pick up one of the sets of lashes. There were a few to choose from, but this was the only one that really caught my eye. And even for myself, who loves lashes, I was kind of like, this is a little intense, but I decided to give it a shot. These are the Anastasia false lashes. I got the shade, or I got the style Georgina. So these are actually only $6 at Sephora. I don't know if they're $6 online. I assume so. There was another set that was like that, and I was like, that is intense. The next thing I ended up picking up was actually on the way to checkout. So I've actually never seen this before. You know when you're standing in their lines and you're like, I don't need anything, I don't need anything, and then something spots your eye and you're like, damn it, I need it. I had no idea Moroccan oil did this, but this is the color depositing mask, and they had a few to choose from. So I picked the shade Bordeaux. So if this works, I'm definitely planning to pick up the full size version, but I thought this was a good amount to see how well it deposits in my hair, what kind of color exactly it is. I did see a blonde, a brown, this color, and maybe a black. I like to use this as kind of an in-between. I color my hair, so I love using anything that's color depositing. Usually if it says color depositing, I'm sold instantly. So I guess I did pick up another set of lashes. I did pick up another set of the Georgina lashes. The next thing I picked up in store, which I was so bummed because they did not have what I was looking for. So if you guys didn't see, I had my Sephora wish list fantasy basket, and I was going through it all. I went through it and I saw the Dior one that I really wanted to, that I mentioned in my fantasy basket. I actually swatched it and I looked at it and I was like, I'm not sold on it. So I decided to stay away, but that was the only product. I wanted to get a lot more things from Lawless. That was another brand I was really excited to try out. I really wanted to pick up her blush, and there was something else from her that I wanted to pick up, and then I also wanted to get the Gucci bronzers, and they didn't have any of that, so I was kind of bummed. But they did have the Lawless lipsticks. So I ended up picking up the shade Suede. She has a beautiful collection of lipsticks though, you guys. It's got a bit of a cooler undertone to it, but it's definitely right along the line of a lipstick kind of formulas and lipstick colors and shades that I enjoy. The formula looks just right. It's not super matte. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it. So it does give it that little softening to the lips. So it's definitely not going to accentuate anything. Very much excited to try out this line, and I've heard really good things about her brand. So the last thing I ended up picking up in store was this Jouer Sunset, what is it? Sun Swept Bronzer is what I ended up picking up. Had no intentions of buying this bronzer at all. I had intentions on buying another bronzer. I think one of them I looked at was Ilia. They didn't have it. Again, I want to say it was the bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. They didn't have it. I looked for the Gucci. They didn't have it. All the ones I was looking for, they didn't have it in my store, which I thought was kind of crazy because we're literally in downtown Chicago off Michigan Avenue, and it's a massive store. I ended up going in with the shade light to medium because the other two shades that I saw just seemed a little too intense. And I thought, if, you know, this is the most tan I'll get of all summer, then I should probably stick with something that's just a little bit lighter. The packaging though, you guys, is absolutely beautiful. It's breathtaking. And then once you open it, it does look a little light, but I think it'll end up working out really nice for me. Right now, it looks like it's really, really light. I don't know how well it's gonna work, you guys, but we're gonna give it a shot. I think it's kind of difficult right now to choose because you can't swatch anything, or at least this one, they had a protective thing over it, so I wasn't able to swatch it, but I don't know. I went with the idea that if I bought this now, and this was like the most tan I would get, maybe I wouldn't use it now, but here in the next couple weeks when my tan fades, it would then be a little bit more useful. So we'll see. If it doesn't show up, I'll probably return it or maybe exchange it for a darker shade. And then I placed an order online. Again, I only picked up a few things online, but one of them being the Fenty Beauty bronzer. This is her cream bronzer. This is the Freestyle cream bronzer I picked up. And I ended up picking up this one because I felt like a majority of people were talking and they all really seemed to enjoy the mocha one, macchiato. And you guys can see I've already used it. I've only used it twice. Today I actually have it on my forehead and I put a little bit on my cheeks. And I will say the one thing I noticed about this product was that it was a lot lighter than I expected it to be. Normally with like cream bronzers, I accidentally put too much and then like it's too harsh and it's hard to blend out. But this one, I actually felt like I was going in with the product a little bit more and it wasn't moving around my foundation. It was like something I've never really imagined with a cream bronzer, and so far, like the last 2 times I've worn this, I've been very pleased with it. But I definitely want to play around with it a little bit more and see how I like it, but I haven't had an issue with it yet. Very excited. It's like the one cream bronzer that I was very much interested to try out. Okay, so I picked up another one of the Lancome Juicy tubes, and I feel so stupid, you guys, because I also picked up a Juicy tube in my Ulta haul. If you guys haven't seen that, I did do an Ulta haul, and in that video I picked up a Juicy tube as well. And I was like going through my box and I was like, why did I get 2 Juicy tubes? And I would be fine keeping this, but I ended up getting 2 of the exact same like color and everything. So I don't know if it's because I just had them in my cart or what, but I picked up Tickled Pink again, which this is what it looks like. I'm gonna keep the one from Lancome, and I'm gonna keep the one from Ulta, and I'm gonna return this one and see if I can pick up something different, because I'm gonna be heading to my local Sephora here this weekend. I ended up just getting some samples to go along with it, so I did redeem some points. I ended up redeeming the $10 for like 500 points or something like that. I was like, whatever, I never shop at Sephora that often, just use them, and I had so many points. But I also ended up picking up another one of the Laneige Lip Sleeping Masks. Honestly, I have 2 of the Fresh lip balms that I had gotten in my last Sephora haul, and I like them, but I still don't find them to nourish my lips as well as this. So I am going to finish off my 2 Fresh lip balms, and I do love them. I think they smell incredible and they do a good job at working, but I feel like I still see a much more of a difference in this product, and especially during like the fall and winter months. And even if you have like little kids that get chapped lips very often, I will put this on my kids at night before they go to bed, and in the morning their lips are like transformed. So this is definitely something that I definitely know that I will be picking up again. And then I ended up picking up a sample of the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish foundation. Wanted to try it out again, see if I liked it. I keep going back and forth. I'm like, I'm gonna get it, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get it, and then I'm like, I'm gonna get it. I'm like, oh, I can't decide. Then I ended up picking up the Wishful. This is the enzyme scrub thing. I have mixed feelings about it, but I had to pick out samples, and I was like, I'll try it. And then the last thing I picked up was the Lash and Glow. Oh, I ended up redeeming also. And then I also ended up redeeming points for the Velour Lash and Go. This is the adhesive for your lashes. So that's everything I picked up for my Sephora haul this time. Let me know down below what you guys want to see, or maybe if you guys have picked up any of these items, what your thoughts are on them. I do plan to play around with these items as well as the items in my Ulta haul that I did as well. So thank you guys all so much for watching today's video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys all in my next video. If you guys haven't checked out any of my newest videos, I will link them right in here for you guys. So make sure to click on one of those, and I will see you guys then. Bye.